Hello, fellow ticket holders.
Good morning, fellow ticket holders.
Good morning from a very spooky car. We're going on a new adventure today, so come and join us. But first, coffee and breakfast.
All right, Vanessa, what do we have for breakfast this morning?
We have the Dunkin' Donuts egg omelet bites. The bacon and cheese, what were they?
Yeah, the bacon and cheddar, basically sous vide egg bites, omelets.
They are so good.
Yeah, we've had these recently multiple times, really enjoy that. And we just got our regular Dunkin'.
Coffee and breakfast acquired. They're getting ready for the polar plunge dip over here in Sandy Point State Park.
So today we are going to be catching the train, the metro, from New Carlton Station into Washington, D.C.
Yep.
Right now the cherry blossoms are blooming. They are at their peak, so we wanted to come see them. We also might make it over to the National Zoo. We usually take the train in instead of driving all the way into D.C. So let's go catch that train. So New Carlton Station is the end point on the orange train. It starts at New Carlton and it goes all the way down to Vienna. But right now we have decided that we're going to go to the zoo first, just based on timing, and that means we're going to have to transfer at Metro Center to the Red Line and take that in. So all we can do is wait. The train will be here in about, sign says about 18 minutes, so we're just resting. But a little bit, we haven't been to DC in a few whiles, and to see the cherry blossoms even longer. And we're also excited to go to the zoo because it's been a long time. So we're excited to do this and hope that you will enjoy the journey today. But as you can tell, we're a little bundled up. The wind is blowing today. It's a little cold. But yeah, we just want to do something different. We hadn't seen the cherry blossoms in a long time, so that's why we're going to head into DC. We have made it to our transfer from the orange to the red at Metro Center, so we'll go upstairs, catch the red line. And we want the red line to Shady Grove, this direction. Look how beautiful the architecture is inside of the train tunnel. So here's an overview of the map. So we just got on here at Metro Center and we're taking the red line up. Now you see on the map they say the zoo is at Woodley Park exit, but if you get off there you have to walk uphill. So our suggestion is go up one more to Cleveland Park and just walk down the hill to the zoo, which is this green area here. So like I was saying in the train, if you go to the next station past what is labeled for the zoo, then you just gotta walk downhill. I'll show you here. So the road gradient may not show up in video, but yeah, it kind of just goes downhill. And then when we leave the zoo later, we'll just keep on going down the hill and go to that train station that was labeled for the zoo. And come in this direction, you can see more cool architecture like this here on this bridge. Really neat.
One of my favorite things to do while out and about in cities or local places is local art. And we found this cute little dinosaur right here on the bridge.
So as we approach the entrance to the zoo up here, I do want to let you know, if you're watching this right now, they are requiring reservations for the zoo. It is currently March of 2022. So yeah, I didn't know that, and so I went to check their hours and it said, hey, make sure you get tickets. So if they're still doing that, I would recommend checking out their website and making sure you get tickets before you make this long journey to the zoo. And we have made it to the front, and it looks like they are celebrating 50 years of panda conservation. Hopefully we get to see the pandas today, especially the red ones. We have successfully made it into the zoo, and we are right here by the store. But we wanted to show this mosaic on the wall. It is so cool. Do wide out. There we go. All the animals and the people. And on the opposite wall, we have dolphins and fish.
Founded in 1889, the National Zoo is one of the oldest in the United States, and its mission is to provide engaging experiences with animals and create and share knowledge to save wildlife and habitats. We've been coming to the zoo for a while now, and it's one of our absolute favorites. They have so many varieties of animals. One of our favorites is the red panda. We're gonna go visit right now, and the regular panda, the black and white ones. So come and join us.
As Vanessa said, we are going to start by looking for and seeing the red pandas, and I believe it's this direction down the Asia Trail. But first, we are passing the otter exhibit, and there's one right there. Oh, there's another one back there, walking down the slide. Oh, they're coming towards us. There he is, looking for something. Hope he's picking up the sticks. Underneath he goes. Wait for me, this one says. I'm coming. I'm coming. Wait for me. Whoop! Ah, into the water. We have made it to the red panda exhibit, and I'm not 100% sure if they're out. He seems to be prepping the habitat, so maybe they'll be coming out here in a little bit. So it seems the red pandas are currently indoors, and we're gonna have to go around past the other pandas first. So they say they are out and active, so let's go see them. Yep, the giant panda is out, and it's just lying on the grass on the hill. So we have come upon a couple of the other ones, and this one's sitting here eating. And the third one that we're seeing is sitting up on the hill sleeping, just like the other one.
If I was local, I'd come just to see the pandas and just
They were so cute, eating the bamboo and everything.
And just see them for hours. They're so adorable.
So it seems like they are currently in their indoor habitat because of the weather. We can see one right there, the backside. Another one's down here sleeping in the basket. Oh shucks, the red pandas are indoors, but got to see the backsides of them.
Yeah, hopefully later on they'll come out and we'll get back to that habitat to see if they're out.
Yeah, so we're gonna go inside the giant pandas housing here. I don't think there's any in there because we just saw them all outside, but we'll go inside and see. As suspected, there is no pandas indoors because all of them are outside here that we saw. The sound of the bamboo forest. As we said, hopefully the red pandas will come out a little later.
Yeah, it's starting to warm up just a little bit.
So we'll just walk around the zoo and see what else we can see. This is a very large zoo, but we'll go ahead and do a few highlights. So this winter warning sign shows why we're not currently seeing a lot of animals, that if the temperatures are cold, because they are warm climate animals, they may not be out in their exhibits. So we'll see what we can see today. And the next thing we will go see is the elephants on the elephant trail. I saw them out and about, so we should be able to see them. Such a beautiful and majestic creature, and look at his nice white tusks. I see why he's standing over there. He knows where the food is. The elephants were so majestic, and to be able to see that one eating the bamboo and everything, he moves with such grace and everything, and then all of a sudden he cracks that bamboo. It's like, sounds like breaking bones. Anyhow, we'll continue on. Up next will be the small mammal house. Small mammals like these tamarin monkeys, a sleeping fennec fox, the prehensile-tailed porcupines, 2 rock hyrax, a southern tamandua, some naked mole rats, and this is neat. This is the backside of the naked mole rat in habitat, and we got one guy up here that's like hanging out, having a trouble going down the tube, and we have a whole box of them down here sleeping. We have a sleeping red lemur. And we have the second one that's looking back at the one that's sleeping. He's like, hey, what are you doing up there? See, looking at each other. In the back of this one, we have a sloth just hanging out. A couple of dwarf mongoose hanging out. A degu. And last but not least, we have the pale-headed saki. And for some reason, we have some hornbills in the mammals exhibit. And this sign explains why the birds are here. They want the mammals to still interact with other types of animals in their habitats. And that was the small mammal exhibit.
Yes, I'm so sad that the meerkats aren't out this time.
Yeah, their exhibit's being worked on. They're normally fun to watch.
Yeah.
But we're going to continue down through. There's a couple more houses down this direction. Up next in this cool looking building here is the reptile house. And even the small details here on the columns. Kind of like reptile gargoyles on the edge. And we got this really cool doorway with a stegosaurus over top. First up in the reptile house, we have the snouted cobra. We got a couple smallwood anoles. Cuban crocodile. A European glass lizard. Yellow spotted Amazon turtle. And this guy is massive. This is a Grand Cayman iguana, but he is huge. A black-headed python, and he is massive too, but I'm pretty sure he can get larger. An alligator snapping turtles, just like what they have there at Zoo America at Hershey Park. Some Australian big-headed turtles. And finally, a couple massive tortoises. These guys have to be at old age. And as we came out of the reptile house, the orangutans have come outside to their outdoor climbing area. Only one currently. And this one's making his way back towards the indoor habitat. And coming down the pole, I'm gonna guess it thinks it's too cold out here, and I totally agree. If I didn't have a coat on, sure would be cold out here. So this sign, as we are making our way to the front of the ape house, trying to find the entrance, they're talking about bats in your backyard. And they have a bat box on the wall. It has a cute little bat on the front of it. All right, we found the actual entrance to the great ape house, and there are bees all over it. I would not want to meet a bee that big, but let's go inside. So there are currently no western lowland gorillas in their habitats in the building right now. All we have are the orangutans like we were seeing outside after they've come back indoors. Looks like we can see them from the window over there. Let's see if we can get a better angle. Just pressed up right against the glass. We have made it to the great cats area. And with the great cats on top of the hill, we have two sleeping lions and a tiger. Just getting himself a drink. I didn't realize that this zoo had a carousel. And there looks to be some interesting animals and creatures on it. You got a frog and a whale and a seal and an eagle. A flamingo back there, a seahorse, even a grasshopper and a turtle. It's called the Speedwell Foundation Conservation Carousel. I think we're gonna try to get in line here, get a ticket, and ride this carousel, because why not? So Vanessa picked a seahorse, and I am riding a turtle. And I am being led by a prancing fox along the carousel. There's even a hidden panda on the carousel. So this looks to be a Carousel Works carousel out of Ohio, manufactured in 2012. Maybe that's why I've never seen it before. As we've said before, we enjoy riding the carousels where we see them, and that was a good one.
That was a good one.
Not the most
animals.
Yeah, not the most comfortable seat sitting on the shell of a turtle. What about your seahorse?
It was fine. It was comfortable.
Yeah, so we will continue on here in the zoo. I don't think we'll be here much longer, but let's see what we can see. So it looks like the prairie dogs are actually in their outdoor habitat right now. why we may not have seen them in the mammals, but here they are. Just like at Hershey again. The worst part about this zoo is when you get to the backside, you're at the bottom of the hill, so we have to walk back up it. We think it's lunchtime, so they have this food truck here. It's called Southern Boot Heel Catering. I think we're gonna get some chicken strips and french fries. Here we are, here's our lunch, chicken tenders and french fries. So lunch was pretty good. Basic chicken strips and french fries, but definitely good.
Busy.
And they were the lowest thing, so yeah, really good what it was. So at this point, we're gonna go back towards the red panda exhibit and see if they're out. I highly doubt they are.
I really hope they are.
But we'll go see. So let's go towards the red pandas. So the red pandas are still not out. They are still in their little enclosed habitat. But it is pretty cold and it is starting to rain. So I don't blame them. And that will conclude our time here at the Smithsonian Zoo. Now, this is definitely not everything. That's about half the stuff. But yeah, enjoyed it. Sad that we didn't get to see the red pandas, but
we'll back.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back.
Spring is coming, or it's already here, but it's still cold.
Come back when it's warmer and the animals can be out. But this will not conclude the video. At this point, we are going to get back on the train. We'll go down the hill and get on it and head towards the Smithsonian area to see the cherry blossom trees. Here we go. As I said, this is all downhill to the other station, which is the one that's labeled for the zoo. But it makes it easier when you've been walking all day to go down. And we're headed back the other direction, so we went the left side towards Glenmont. So we made it to the Metro Center station, but we are not going to transfer trains right now because Vanessa found a tree that is themed to the cherry blossoms. And so we're going to find that bakery and try this tree out. Hopefully they have it in stock. So we have come up from Metro Station at G and 13th Street. We are here to try Astro donuts and fried chicken. Maybe not the chicken, but definitely going to try that cherry blossom donut. So unfortunately, they do not have the cherry blossom donut in stock anymore, but we did end up getting the seasonal tiramisu and a peanut butter and jelly donut. They look really good. Took a little while to get them, but hopefully they were worth the wait. So here's the inside of the jelly donut, or peanut butter and jelly one. Got peanut butter flavored frosting with peanuts, and it's filled with jam. Looks so good. And here's a look at the tiramisu. It has a frosting on top that's pretty crusty. The donut itself's a little bit more dense, and it has a cream in the center instead of the jelly. Let's give this one a try. All right, so what'd you think of Astro donuts?
Oh, they were good.
Yeah, it was really good.
So good.
I think my favorite one though is the peanut butter and jelly one.
No, mine was tiramisu. It was so good. They're both good.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Of the two, I preferred the peanut butter and jelly one. I think it's because the donut seemed to be a little bit fresher or wasn't as dense as the tiramisu one, but I actually really enjoyed those donuts.
Yeah, apparently you gotta come early if you want the special edition ones because they sell out throughout the day because it is a very popular spot here in DC. It's right off the line from the Metro line.
Yeah, really enjoyed that treat. All right, so we're gonna work our way back to the Metro and we're gonna get off and see the cherry blossoms before heading home. Back down into the Metro to catch the orange line this time. Back towards New Carlton Station, but we're gonna get off at Smithsonian. At the base of the Washington Monument, I can see some of the cherry blossoms. We are headed in the right direction. G.I. John's. Tidal Basin this way. We have some trees straight in front of us. We are going to try to make our way to the basin. Hopefully it's not too busy, but we can see that this weather did not keep the people away. It's snowing cherry blossoms. These trees are so pretty. We have made it down to the basin, not along the way there, but over there's the Jefferson Memorial, and we have a tree right here that we can look at and admire the beauty that it is. we have decided to walk a little bit closer to the Jefferson Memorial and check out the beauty, especially with all the sun starting to come out. Was this scooter and basket rescued from the basin? Looks like it was pulled out. So it's always very beautiful to see the cherry blossoms down here at the tidal basin. It's a very popular place to come, but a little bit about it. These trees, or the original trees, came in 1912. It was actually a gift from the Japanese people to the United States people as a gift of friendship. So it's really cool that they've been here, and there's so many around this area, and it's always fun to come and see them.
They don't last very long. They only have a bloom period of a week.
Yep.
So it's just, you gotta be on the lookout for it. It's really hard for out-of-staters to come visit.
And depending on how warm the weather's been,
or if it's raining,
they will come out sooner. They'll come out in April. If it's been raining, then a lot of them will get knocked down. So we got to catch them. And I think we caught them at a pretty good time today. They're nice and fluffed up today.
yeah.
All right, so I think we're finished down here. It is very cold, so we're gonna work our way back to the car. It's always fun to see people fly their kites around the Washington Monument. A whole bunch up there today. Back down to the metro to catch the orange train back to New Carlton and the car. All right, so that will conclude our tiring but fun day in Washington, D.C. Did you enjoy the zoo and seeing the cherry blossoms?
Oh, absolutely. Like mentioned in the beginning of the video, it had been a long time since we've come to see the cherry blossoms, and I'm so glad that we got to see them. At first we didn't want to come. It was too chilly in the morning, but I'm glad we pushed through. We got our bodies moving. It ended up being a beautiful day, a little chilly, but not too bad. And it was great seeing the zoo again and trying a new donut place and seeing the cherry blossoms.
Yeah, it was very fun, and I'm glad we did decide to come out. As you were saying, the weather wasn't looking too good, but it wasn't as bad as it was predicted, so I was glad about that.
Yeah, even the sun ended up coming out.
Yeah, so it was great. Really enjoyed the zoo and glad that we finally came back to do it. So we hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time, be safe, be kind, and adventure on. Bye! Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to our channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button below. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below.